Hey guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back. It's Siobhan with To Kitty and Beyond. Today we're doing monthly horoscope readings for April. This is for Pisces and that can apply to Pisces sun, moon, rising sign if you have Pisces in Venus or Pisces very heavily in your chart. I also recommend that you watch your sun, moon, and rising sign videos. If you don't know what your personal moon and rising sign are, I'm assuming you know what your sun sign are. If you're here, you're probably a Pisces. But for the rest of your natal chart, I recommend you check out cafeastrology.com. It's a free natal chart app or website, and I'm not affiliated with them in any way. That's where I went to get mine, so I'm sharing the knowledge. Also, a couple of housekeeping things before we jump into the channeled information and the reading. I'm still offering the spring special. If you'd like to take advantage of that, all of the information is in the description box below. It is a 1-question, 3-card reading sent via email for $22.22. And also, if you'd like to book a personal reading with me or a private Reiki Healing Session, all of the information is in the description box below. I am a certified holographic Usui Reiki Master. I specialize in chakra balancing, clearing, higher light activations, physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual healing. All right, so let's jump into the reading. Keep in mind this is a general reading. I'm tapping into information of the Pisces collective, so not everything is going to apply to everybody. Just take what resonates with you and leave the rest. So Pisces, my fellow Pisces, last but definitely not least, I am a Pisces sun, so I'm with you guys on this. I was feeling, and I have been feeling, a lot coming up. I'm feeling emotional even just talking about it. There's so much coming up, and it relates to death and rebirth. So there's this grief process that's going on, and you may not even know why. It's not attached to anything physically. You're just feeling some type of way, and you're not quite sure what's happening. Well, I'm there with you. There's definitely a lot of activations. So what I was picking up on intuitively, I was feeling light streaming in through my crown chakra. So the crown chakra is opening and there are activations being downloaded. And what it's working on right now for the Pisces collective is clearing blockages and restrictions which are localized in the throat chakra and the solar plexus. So the throat chakra deals with authentic communication, speaking your truth, speaking up for yourself, being authentic in the way that you're presenting yourself and the words that you're speaking. It's really talking the talk, but also walking the walk. That's really important. And it's also aligned with divine will. So surrendering to divine will and understanding that it is your will because you are the divine. And the solar plexus chakra relates to the I am presence. It's your self-confidence, your self-worth, your power, your intuition. It's also connected to the way that you think about yourself, and there are some connections there to the ego as well. So there's definite blockages and things being shifted by the light codes that are coming in. So when heavy amounts of light come in, or not heavy amounts because it's light, right? It's light. It's got no weight to it. But what happens is that anything that is heavy gets shaken up and has to come to the surface to be released. So this is what we call purging. And the past few days, we've been moving forward to the final release, which will occur on the 29 degrees of April full moon happening on this month on the 19th. So this is a huge ending. 29 degrees is the final degrees of Libra. We had the first degree of Libra full moon last month. So this is the second Libra full moon, which is fairly rare to have two back to back like that. And it's closing out a major cycle, especially as it relates to grief and loss and self-worth and self-authenticity. 1 and 9. So on the 19th, numerologically, 1s and 9s symbolize beginnings and endings. So again, this is touching on the themes of release, surrender, letting go of the old, and the death and rebirth cycle. All right, so let's get some cards for the current monthly spread. see what's going on specifically for Pisces. I've also had a theme of choices be coming up for me. And so anything that I'm feeling, I like to relate that to you, just to, you know, confirm if anybody's having those as well. So the current self of Pisces, we'll see what comes up. We have Strength and the Queen of Swords under the current self energy. Theme of the month for Pisces, Page of Swords. Key goal for Pisces this month. We have the Four of Swords, Two of Swords, 10 of Swords, holy crap, swords, Pisces, and the 10 of Cups. Yay, finally something really positive. Obstacle to overcome this month. Yeah, grief. That's what I was feeling. And I saw that as I was shuffling. I knew it was going to come out because that's what I'm feeling. I can feel it in my heart right now. It's hard to, I feel like I'm going to cry. Like, okay, just ground, okay? Pushing my energy down to the core of the earth. And releasing through and out the legs. Oh, okay, yeah, that's much better. That works really fast. Sometimes I just forget to do it. So the major accomplishment here for Pisces. Ace of Wands, and that was the one that was on the bottom of the deck I noticed before. So there's definitely this new beginning, yeah. What to avoid? What should Pisces avoid? Seven of Pentacles. What to embrace? Holy cow. Knight of Cups. No, they want it upright. Okay, it just flew out, but where to find support? Big chunks of cards coming out. The Chariot, Nine of Swords, Four of Cups. And last but not least, the advice and encouragement. The Moon, that's our card, Pisces. Okay, so Pisces current self coming up as the Queen of Swords and Strength. This is, yeah, basically what I was picking up on. It's releasing the old ways of thinking, especially as it relates to carrying old stuff from the past into the future. So this is having the strength to let go and cut that stuff out. So the Queen of Swords is very much she's a little bit ruthless, but she has to be sometimes. She has to be able to look herself in the mirror and really acknowledge what's there, because there needs to be this clarity of thought and this clarity of self-awareness that will allow you to move forward and do the healing that needs to take place. So anything that needs to be cut out is going to be cut out. This is especially as it relates to the ways that you're thinking. So this is cutting out or getting rid of old ways of thinking that aren't serving you. So old belief systems, old patterns, old coping mechanisms, defense mechanisms, setting boundaries that aren't serving you. Not necessarily the word boundaries, what's the word? Putting up blockages and walls that aren't serving you. So this is welcoming the future, knowing that you have the strength and the capability and the clarity of thought to be able to move forward with confidence. The theme of the month is Page of Swords. So we're kind of relearning how to think. This is a fresh start. The pages represent sort of that fool energy. So taking that leap of faith into something completely new and learning all about it. The pages are also students of their element, and the swords are air element, which is related to thoughts, communication, higher learning, this kind of thing. So again, this is the crown chakra, especially with these two together. This is the light energy and the codes of information that are coming in through the crown chakra, which is at the top of your head. So if you've been feeling any tingling on the top of your head, it might feel a little itchy. It might feel like somebody's giving you a scalp massage. It really depends on your level of sensitivity. But I feel it very much like it feels like someone's touching my head like this. And it's actually quite intense sometimes. And then I feel the energy flow into my body and everything starts to vibrate really quickly. Anything of a lower vibration, grief, sadness, anxiety, fear, doubt, lack of self-confidence, all of these things get shaken up to the surface, and then they come up to be purged, to be released, and to be transmuted. So the Page of Swords is a messenger. This is these activation codes coming in. They're providing messages for you, from you, to you. So this is definitely a new way of thinking, and it's very positive, but yes, there's definitely going to be a little bit of difficulty there in certain respects, especially as it relates to having to feel it, because you do have to feel it to heal it. So that's the process of healing that's the most difficult, is having to bring it all up and re-experience it, re-feel it, to let it go. So the key goal this month, we have the Four of Swords, which is about rest and healing. And again, we have swords, which is mental energy. So this could literally be you having to lie down, because I know for me, a couple of days ago, I got hit with such an intense wave of energy and activations that I literally had to go and lie down. So I went and laid down in bed, and again, I was feeling the activations through my crown chakra. I was feeling the tingling all through my body, and I was feeling the activations really traveling to the throat chakra and the solar plexus, because that's where the things that are needing to be healed are located. So this is about healing, and this is us taking the time for self-care and self-healing. This is so important. They're drawing my attention to the stained glass window, which I have never actually noticed before. And two things here. First of all, there's a person on a white horse, and there's somebody below. And it almost looks like the person on the horse is giving something to the person below. So again, this is the divine activations streaming in through the crown chakra. This is a gift from God. This is information and light from source, whatever you want to classify it. I'm non-denominational when it comes to that, but there's definitely things being offered here. Second thing with the stained glass window is this relates to, if you've heard about the Notre Dame church burning, that was the quintessential tower moment. That was so symbolic of the shift that is going on in the collective right now. And I felt that before it happened. And that was actually the day before was the day that I had to lie down, because there was so much coming up to be released and to be healed. So like the phoenix rising from the ashes, the phoenix must first burn. And that's painful. It is a painful process, but once the rebirth has taken place, you are fresh, you are new, you are unencumbered and unburdened. So that's where we're kind of moving into now. Again, this is the ending. It's painful ending, but it has to take place. All of these swords that were stabbing you, all of these old ways of thinking that were really being actually detrimental to you and affecting your energy, and therefore affecting your life and the world as a whole, because we're all connected. This is coming to an end. This is a 10 card. This is the completion. So this is what we have to look forward to in a sense. Now there is choices here. That's what I was also feeling. I kept seeing a coin being tossed. So there's decisions and there's two courses of action. So take how that resonates for you, but what's being asked of you now is to not necessarily make a decision based on old ways of thinking or using your thoughts. This is about being impartial, unbiased, and trusting your subconscious mind and your intuition. That's what's going to be able to guide you down the correct path of healing that is necessary for you at this time and lead you into ultimately a different form of completion, which is the 10 of Cups. So look at the vast difference between these two 10s. We've got one 10 that's a very painful ending, and 110 that is this happily ever after completion ending. So this is the choice. There's two ways to view the healing that's occurring. You can attach your energy to the negative aspects of it, the painful aspects of it, the death process, or you can attach your energy to the rebirth, to not what you're losing, but what you're gaining. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. The obstacle to overcome. Yeah. So the 5 of Cups. There's a lot of change. 5s mean change. I've been seeing 555 like crazy the last probably like week or so. So pay attention to numerological codes that are coming up in your life. They're there as messengers as well. So that's that Page of Swords energy. They're messengers giving you information. Now the 5 of Cups is grief, sadness, loss. It is leaving behind the past, because on the left, which symbolizes the past, we have the cups that have spilled, and on the right, which symbolizes the future, we have the 2 cups still remaining. Now, this is about looking at the past to be able to heal it. We do have to bring stuff up and undergo that sort of grieving process to be able to let it go. So the key here, though, is to not become reattached to the past. Bring it up objectively, acknowledge it, honor it for what it taught you and how far you've come since then, and then release and transmute. And what I mean by transmute is to literally change something of a lower frequency or a negative vibration into something positive and higher vibration. So if something comes up that you are sad about, angry about, if you're feeling ashamed or guilty of anything, there needs to be forgiveness, number 1. Forgiveness for the way that you're feeling, forgiveness to those that have influenced these feelings or caused these feelings. Forgiveness stops the karma. That's the key. It stops the inertia of karma moving forward, and this is what allows you to let go and heal. That's going to be the obstacle. That's the hard part. It's that dealing with the grief that's coming up. But the major accomplishment here is the Ace of Wands. It's a fantastic, passionate new beginning. This is a huge opportunity for us to move forward in ways that are more authentic to what we want and who we are. So this is an opportunity to manifest and create your dream life, literally your fulfillment, anything and everything that you could possibly want. This is your chance. This is your opportunity. The universe is handing you the magic wand that you need to literally create what you want. The wand chooses the wizard, Harry. The universe is choosing you. You've chosen you. So this is a fantastic opportunity and a new beginning. And it is in relation to purification of the spirit, of the soul, of the energy centers in the body. They're showing me the spine as it relates to the wand. The wand creates, and the spine is what aligns the chakra system. as the Kundalini energy rises up the spine and reaches the third eye and the crown chakra, we are able to manifest much more quickly. So you will see the product of your focus much faster than you have in the past. And touching on that note, we have what to avoid coming up next as the Seven of Pentacles. And that's exactly what the Seven of Pentacles is talking about, which is not becoming impatient by a lack of your manifestations coming to fruition. So as you can see in the card, he's tending the garden and he's waiting to be able to harvest what it is that he has put so much time and energy and effort into. But what to avoid here is not becoming doubtful that it's even going to happen, or falling back into this lack mentality that, oh, I can't do it, I don't see it in my reality, therefore it's not real, I can't manifest, I don't have the power to do this, I can't have what I want, I just have to live like a slave, or I have to do the things that everybody else is doing, but they don't make me happy, but that's just the way it is. That's not a productive way of living your life. If you died tomorrow, would you be fulfilled? These are questions that we really have to ask ourselves, and they're tough questions. What would you do differently? If you knew you had a week to live, what would you do differently? Think about that. And then let this manifestation of what you really want happen. Watch how fast it happens. Once you make that decision and you focus on it, with the energy that we're in right now, you're going to create it. So make sure that you're creating something positive, something fulfilling, something that comes from a place of love. That's what's going to do it. That's what's going to be this rebirth. So, what to embrace? We have the Knight of Cups. Embrace forgiveness. Embrace love. This is self-love, and this is love outside of you as well. Keep the faith. I just saw 2-2-2-2. Twos represent balance. This could also be you and a soulmate or a twin flame or a partner of some kind coming together. But keep the faith. Don't lose hope. Don't fall into self-doubt. It's really, really important, because if you catch yourself falling into self-doubt, make sure that you're correcting and reprogramming your mind with what you're grateful for. So when I feel, for example, sometimes I go, oh my God, what am I doing? I quit my job and I'm reading tarot cards on the internet. Like, what am I doing? I have student debt. What? I never became a psychologist because this is what I want to do. If I worked in a clinic as a psychologist, that would not have been fulfilling to me, because it wouldn't have been authentic. I wouldn't have been able to heal people in the way that is very true for me. And this is it. Reiki healing and tarot is what's true for me. And sometimes I find myself questioning myself or questioning my abilities or falling into that I don't see the prosperity yet. I don't see it. Therefore, it's not real. But anytime that happens, my higher self steps in or the spirit guides or the angels, they tell me, hey, cut it. Stop that. Think of something you're grateful for. And so I list off all the things I'm grateful for. I'm grateful for a loving family. I'm grateful for the skills and the abilities to be able to share this with the world. I'm grateful for my gifts as a healer. I'm grateful for my twin flame relationship. I'm grateful to be in union. I'm grateful for this new house that I have. If you've noticed, I'm in a new location. I just moved. I'm grateful for so much in my life, and that vibration is what's going to manifest literally everything that you could dream of and more. Sometimes they tell me, you're not thinking big enough. Sometimes you limit yourself by what you think is possible. This is that swords energy where we have to learn to dream bigger, because whatever it is that we are wanting, whatever it is that our dream truly is, there is this opportunity for fulfilling that, for actually having that happen for us. So we've got to move forward with that. We've got to get on the horse and just keep going. If you fall off the horse, get right back on. Get right back on and keep going forward. Where to find support? We have the Chariot. We have the 9 of Swords, and we have the 4 of Cups. So what's supporting you is realizing that there's this opportunity coming in to free yourself from all of this stress and doubt and anxiety and fear and lack, angst. This is not a pleasant energy, but we are supported by the energy of the Chariot, which is success. This is moving forward. This is also telling you that you're protected. I've been seeing a lot of red crosses everywhere. They represent protection and light working. You know, you associate red crosses with hospitals, ambulances, this kind of thing. Those people are all light workers. They're healers. They wish to serve others by helping and saving lives. The key here, though, where to find support is finding the balance. The Sphinxes, I've never actually picked up on this message from this card before, but they're telling me the Sphinxes are important because, number one, they're lions with human heads. So this is you having a clear mind as a human, but having the body of a lion, so you've got the strength to move forward. Also, Sphinxes are associated with riddles and tough questions, mystery. So this is a time for us to ask the tough questions, to answer the riddle, to solve the mystery that is our journey. That's what's going to get us moving forward. Advice and encouragement from Spirit is the moon. This is us. This is where we're at home, which is the water, the moon, the subconscious mind. But there needs to be the balance. There needs to be, because there's 2 different dogs here. One is tame, one is wild. There needs to be the balance between the subconscious mind and the conscious mind. Because if you live purely from the subconscious mind, you're going to let all this old programming, for example, from childhood, if you learned that something was bad, when in fact that was actually an illusion, and then you repeat that cycle now, it's not going to be good for you. It's not serving you. So it's about using the conscious mind to look at what the subconscious mind believes and then change what isn't an actual belief. So for example, if you learned as a child that you were not worthy of love, as an adult, you have to look at that belief. Where did it come from? What was the core wound that occurred? Why did that happen? And how has it played out in your life subsequently, moving forward? And then the most difficult part is letting go of that old program, because even though it's detrimental to you, it's what you know. And it can be hard to let go of something that you're comfortable with, even if it's bad for you. So this is really delving into the subconscious mind and assessing what's working and what's not working, bringing it into your conscious awareness, and then healing it. There's a gateway here. This is the gateway of activation. We're moving through it, following the guidance of the light streaming in through our crown chakra. Yep, we're on the path. It's a long path, as you can see. It's a long path, and we don't necessarily know where it's leading us, but we just have to trust in the process and trust that we're on the right path and just keep following it. 1 foot in front of the other, you're going to get there. You're going to get to where you need to be. And you are where you need to be right now. So honor where you're at, honor where you've been, and honor where you're going. All right, so let's get a crystal oracle card. What crystal would benefit the Pisces collective at this time? Quantum Quattro. I don't think I've ever had this one come up. Ow. I just hit my funny bone. Okay, so Quantum Quattro, these crystals are super powerful. The cards themselves hold the energy of the crystal. So tune into the energy of the crystal as I read from the book the description of it. If you have this crystal, then this would be beneficial to you this month going through this process, and or if you feel called to go out and get some, you can get really small tumbled stones from your local crystal or metaphysical store, and usually they're only like $1 or $2, if not less. So let's look it up. Quantum Quattro is synergy. It has amazing healing power and a dramatic effect on physical vitality. It brings about an energetic shift and integration. You are an extremely complex person who is seeking wholeness within yourself. Examine all facets of your personality, especially those you hide from yourself or others. Accept those of value. Find the gift hidden deep within mistakes. Forgive and let go. Release yourself from codependencies and abusive relationships. Heal your inner child. Recognize the resources you have to draw on. Karmic aspects need healing. Your question is nowhere near as straightforward as it seems, so dig deep and see all sides. The power of the whole is much greater than its component parts. Once you have all the information, you are invincible and evolve rapidly. Recognizing that you cannot heal anyone else or influence their behavior enhances your well-being. And the soul path of this crystal is holistic healing for the soul. So it's touching on a lot of the topics and the themes that I picked up on in the channeling, as well as what the cards were saying. So this is a lot of going within, really digging deep and finding things that aren't working. This is clearing karma. This is release and letting go, forgiveness they mentioned as well. Finding the gift hidden deep within the mistake and healing the inner child. Yeah. Evolving rapidly. Energetic shift and integration. Those are the activation codes that are coming in. That's what's allowing you to have the clarity of thought to see things that you didn't see before. There will be epiphanies and realizations and understandings that are much deeper than was possible in the past. So this is the perfect time to bring this stuff up. You are being assisted by the energies, by the universe, and by the crystals. These crystals are intelligence. They are forms of consciousness. So they hold certain abilities themselves, and they are healers. So if you feel called to go out and get some Quantum Quattro, then it would be very beneficial for you, because it's coming forward for us at this time. I don't have any, so I'm going to have to go look and get some as well, because yep, and it's a blue crystal, so that's relating to the throat chakra. Interesting. All right, guys, well, this was your reading for the month of April. I wish you the best of luck. I'm right there with you. I'm a Pisces too, and I've definitely been feeling this energy. It is quite intense, and it's laid me out for the past couple of days, but it's necessary, and we are evolving at a very physical level. We're evolving energetically, mentally, spiritually, but we're also evolving physically. Like our DNA is changing based on our consciousness. So this is huge. This is a big process to undertake. Give yourself the time and the space that you need to undergo these changes, and go easy on yourself. Forgive yourself as you're looking at these aspects of yourself that may be painful. It's important to nurture your inner child as you would if it was your own child. Be the mother of yourself. Heal yourself. You have the capability. And if you need extra support in this, please reach out to me. I would love to assist you in any way that I can on your soul path, whether it's through a reading or whether it's through a Reiki healing session. All right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next month. I love you guys. Bye.